The Southern Ocean, often described as Earth's great heat sink, quietly absorbs an enormous amount of the planet's excess warmth and carbon emissions. For decades, it has been acting as a stabilizer, holding back some of the most destructive consequences of climate change. Yet new research warns that this balance may not last forever. Scientists now talk about the possibility of a Southern Ocean burp, a sudden release of stored heat and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. If such an event occurs, it could ripple across the globe, triggering intense heat waves, threatening food security, and degrading air quality in ways that would touch every aspect of human health and daily life. While the phrase sounds almost humorous, its implications are far from it. The planet's southernmost waters may be holding back an environmental domino effect that humanity cannot afford to set in motion. To understand the seriousness, imagine that the deep, cold waters surrounding Antarctica have for decades been absorbing excess warmth from greenhouse gases and tucking it away beneath the surface. This has slowed the pace of atmospheric warming, giving humans more time to adapt. But ocean systems are dynamic, and when wind patterns or currents shift, as they already are under the pressure of a warming climate, this trapped heat and carbon can resurface. Such a sudden burp would effectively reintroduce a hidden backlog of warming to the atmosphere, intensifying global temperature spikes. The immediate outcome could be a chain reaction of more frequent and longer-lasting heat waves across continents. These aren't the kind of events that just make summers uncomfortable. They lead to dehydration, heat stroke, and cardiovascular strain, especially among older adults and children. Hospitals could see surges in heat-related illnesses, and energy demands for cooling could outstrip power grids in many regions. The agricultural implications are equally serious. Sudden spikes in global heat and shifts in rainfall patterns could devastate crop yields, particularly in tropical and subtropical regions where farming systems are already on the edge of climate tolerance. Heat-stressed plants grow less efficiently, soils lose moisture faster, and the nutritional quality of key staples, like wheat, rice, and corn, declines. As oceanic heat feeds back into the atmosphere, it could also alter wind and storm patterns, increasing the frequency of droughts in some regions and floods in others. This erratic behavior challenges global food security, potentially leading to higher food prices and supply shortages. Malnutrition and hunger would not be confined to poor countries. Disruptions in trade and crop failure can send shockwaves through global markets, affecting the affordability of basic foods everywhere. Air quality is another hidden casualty. Warmer temperatures promote the formation of ground-level ozone, a pollutant that aggravates asthma, reduces lung function, and increases the risk of respiratory infections. If the Southern Ocean releases more carbon dioxide and methane into the air, those gases will not only accelerate climate warming but will interact with existing pollutants to create more smog. Urban areas, already struggling with air pollution, could experience intensified episodes of poor air quality, especially during heat waves. The combination of extreme heat and dirty air is particularly dangerous because it doubles the burden on the cardiovascular and respiratory systems. For individuals with pre-existing conditions, this could turn a warm summer into a life-threatening season. Yet, amid these sobering possibilities, there remains room for optimism and action. The fact that scientists can model, anticipate, and warn about this potential oceanic shift means there is still time to act. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions remains the most direct way to minimize the stress on the Southern Ocean and delay or prevent such a burp. Global collaboration on clean energy, ocean monitoring, and carbon sequestration could stabilize deep ocean currents and prevent the sudden upwelling of stored heat. Individuals can contribute meaningfully, too, through choices that reduce their carbon footprints, from limiting food waste and using public transportation to supporting sustainable agriculture and renewable energy. While one person's actions may seem small, collective effort has proven time and again to shift environmental outcomes. On a more personal level, people can adapt their lifestyles to a hotter, more variable climate. Staying hydrated, wearing breathable clothing during heat waves, and checking on vulnerable neighbors during extreme weather events are small but powerful community-based acts. Those living in high-pollution areas can use indoor air purifiers or wear protective masks during smog episodes. Supporting reforestation and green infrastructure, trees, rooftop gardens, and urban parks not only improves local air quality but also cools urban heat islands naturally. These steps, while simple, build resilience, and offer psychological reassurance in an uncertain environmental era. It is crucial to remember that the planet systems are interconnected. What happens in the icy waters of the Southern Ocean will not stay there. But it's equally true that human intelligence, cooperation, and innovation are part of this same global system. We have the tools to lessen the strain on Earth's climate balance. If we heed the warnings now, humanity can transform potential catastrophe into a turning point, one where awareness and collective effort preserve both planetary health and human well-being. The Southern Ocean's stability is, in a very real sense, our own stability. Keeping it calm is not only a scientific challenge, but a shared moral responsibility.